Go.
All right, that was In Vogue, My Lovin'. So, in response to the demonstrations in the country and all over the world, which only continue to grow bigger and bigger, people as far away as Europe, as far away as Russia, all over the world, people are protesting police brutality in America. That is how widespread it is. That is how infectious it is. That is how terrible the conditions here have been in terms of the way that we are policed. We know that sociologists will tell you that crime has been going down steadily for the last 25 years or so, but policing has gone up. What they do when they want to bring on crime, we are over policed and over brutalized, and now the world can see it. And in response to that, the Congress they unveiled what I believe to be an ambitious police program where they want policemen to actually do what it is policemen say we should do with our children, we should do with our communities. Be accountable. They're saying they want a database that has policemen who are fired from one municipality, so that follows him no matter where he goes, so he can't be hired somewhere else. Allegedly, one of the killers of Mr. George, Mr. Floyd, had 7 convictions, and all of a sudden he was still allowed to be a police officer. They also want policemen to be able to be sued. So in essence, it doesn't just come from a municipality. It doesn't just come from a city. It comes from you. That's a way of being accountable. They also want to ban chokeholds. Anybody who's against this bill is for chokeholds. What are they for? And one of the things that I think is particularly interesting is they don't want policemen with military style weapons on our streets, because what happens is they want to use it. Anybody who is not for something being done cannot just say, no, this is not it. Tell us what you're for. Tell us what you're for to stop this. Because if you can see and look around and see what's happening and you don't see a problem, then you are, in essence, the problem. The perpetuation of these things that everybody has known has gone on for years. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. From the time I was a little boy till right now, I've been watching black people die at the hands of the police. It started when I was a child with Eula Love. Ron Settles, a kid in Signal Hill who supposedly hung himself in Signal Hill jail. I've been watching black people die at the hands of police in mysterious circumstances, including 4 dudes in my neighborhood who just all of a sudden came up dead when they were 14 and 15 years old. This has been going on forever, and it's a shame that it took all those deaths to get people this kind of reaction. The first thing I did, one thing I did when I saw what they were unveiling and I saw what they were proposing, I saw men and women wearing kente cloth from the Roland Martin collection. I don't know where they're gonna. I don't know where he's gonna get kufis and dashikis from now, because they were wearing them all. I saw Mitt Romney marching in a Black Lives Matter protest in Utah. It is all over the world, and one of the things I was heartened by this. I was actually a little hopeful, as cynical as I am. It gave me hope, but it also made me so very sad. It made me sad that so many men and women have died at the hands of policemen, and nobody believed them. That it took all those deaths and all those years and all those levels of brutality before we got to this. The first thing I was hopeful, but one of the other things I was sad for all those people who were crushed under the weight of that. All those people who nobody believed. All those families who are dealing with this, who aren't right now, who lost someone that way. All of them. And all of them collectively, I think, are to be thanked. There are so many that we have to thank, and not even, I think thanking is the wrong word, because they didn't do it deliberately. They didn't want this gig. That wasn't something that they decided. It was thrust upon them. But because of them, because of what happened to them, because of the weight of what happened to all of them, our children and grandchildren maybe have a little more acceptance. Maybe they have a little better chance at living. I am sad for all those people who were crushed. I am hopeful for all those people who will come before us. When people are talking about defunding police, it's not that they don't want police. They know that money, when we're police, it can't be just about sending policemen to our neighborhoods to tap us down. When we're police, it can't be just about sending an occupying army in to make us shut up. When you say put guns down, put drugs down, what do you give them instead? And I think it is a sad and bittersweet moment when so many people have been lost, and yet there's a glimmer of hope. All right, that's a little note from the GED section. We have the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.